So Jesus is the resurrection and the life. He is not just the resurrection, he's the life also. He raises you up out of your pit. He raises you from that miry clay. He raises you up out of your problems, your stress, your depression, your anxiety. He raises you up above the things of the world that's trying to drag you down. He raises you up to be seated at his right there in heavenly places, right next to him. He raises you up to be in his presence. Jesus says, I'm the resurrection. And not just that, he is the life. He sustains you. He gives you breath every day. He nourishes and takes care of your body. Look, he's the one who helps your heart beat without you thinking about it. He's the one who helps you breathe, your lungs expand, and he's the one who takes care of your cells. He is the one who helps make sure your blood vessels are going right. He is your life. He is the one who takes care of you. He lives within you, and he is the one who takes care of your body, which is why we must have faith that if you feel anything is wrong with your body, you run to Jesus and you're like, Lord, please heal me, because I know you're the one, Lord. You're the one who helps me digest my food, because I can't digest my own food. Like, guys, no way. You don't have control over that. You're not like, okay, I'm gonna digest my food right now. Yep, you do not have control over that. And you're not like, okay, heart, you're gonna beat like this. Bum, 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 bum. No, like, you have no control over that. So the Jesus who sustains your body, who nourishes your body, who helps you digest your food, he will totally help you with the problem you have in your body right now. You're suffering from high blood pressure, cholesterol, you're suffering from sickness, chronic pain. Go to Jesus and believe, because Jesus dwells in you. He dwells in you. Healing is the children's bread. And Jesus is so generous. In the Bible, he went to people who didn't even believe in him and he healed them because he loves them. God sees a sick person and he wants them healed. And so, my friends, you must understand sickness is of the devil. Sickness does not come from God. Sickness comes from the devil, because the devil rules over sickness, sin, and death. And so, you must regard sickness as an enemy. Sickness is not like, oh, there's something to help me become holier. No, it's not like, oh, this sickness humbles me. No way. You know what humbles you? Persecution. That's what humbles you. And a lot of people, they think, oh, I'm sick, and so I'm suffering for Christ. No way. You know how the apostles suffered for Christ? You know how the early church suffered for Christ? They didn't suffer for Christ because of sickness. No way. They believed in God as their healer. And because of that, they were made whole. And they went all over the world, being shipwrecked, being stoned. Think of Apostle Paul, how much he suffered. You think he had time to spend a day in a sick bed? No way. He believed in Jesus as his healer. And so what kind of sufferings did he go through? Was it sickness? No. It was persecution. The suffering that a Christian experienced for living a holy life, of holding on to this faith in a world that hates truth and righteousness and holiness, the sufferings that we endure is persecution. Persecution for our faith. You try to live holy in this world, you will be persecuted. The Bible promises that. You try to live holy, you will be persecuted. But we are willing to endure that suffering, because if we suffer with Christ, we will reign with him. And we must endure with Jesus, and we look to him because he endured such hostility against himself. Therefore, we will not be discouraged when we face hostility and persecution because of our faith, because we decide to live a holy life. And so that is the suffering that we endure. It's not sickness. And so, my friends, Jesus is the resurrection and the life. He wants you to have abundant life. Jesus says the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but I came that they might have abundant life. And so Jesus says, whoever believes in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. You see, whoever believes in Jesus, even when his body goes into the ground, yet he shall live. His soul lives forever. And everyone who is alive, everyone who is alive right now and believes in Jesus, they shall never taste death. They shall never see death. They shall never taste death. The moment you take your last breath on earth, you take your first in eternity, breathing in the wonder and the glory of God as you stand in heaven, and the air is different, and the smell and the fragrance you smell is holiness. As you're standing in heaven in the throne room of God, and the air is thick with glory, and you're breathing in this wonderful, wonderful air, the air of his presence, the air of heaven. And the smell, you're wondering, what is that fragrance? It's the fragrance of holiness in a place where there is no shadow. There is everything glowing, light. Everything emits this light, reflecting the glory of God. In heaven, there's no shadows, but everything is glowing in light. Even the clothes, God says that he clothes himself in light. The garments of heaven are made of light, weaved with pure light. Isn't that amazing? There's no shadow. And so, my friends, Jesus is the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in him, though he die, yet shall he live. And everyone who lives and believes in him shall never die. That is the wonder of Jesus.